to the Player Rating Show. As Manchester United have drawn here at Selhurst Park on a bitterly cold evening in South East London. 1-1 against Crystal Palace. 2 points dropped. Disappointing result as we go into the Arsenal game, but the player ratings must go on. It's going to be interesting because actually, attacking-wise, we wasn't good, but defensively, we actually defended quite well. But the overall performance really wasn't good. So I don't want to be seeing no stupidly high scores today, Master. Seriously.
No, of course.
But one person who probably does deserve a decent score is David Gea, actually.
Yes, I'm going to say an 8. Key moments for the team, saved points again. Always take De Gea with you wherever you go.
Yeah.
So, an 8.
Couldn't do anything about that, Elise. I haven't even seen it back, but I know it just flew in. I haven't seen anybody complaining that David Gea should have done more. You lot agree with an 8 before we move on, yeah? Wan-Bissaka, DJ, your guy.
Man. Come on, man. He's from the ends. He's from here. He's playing out of his skill at the moment. I'll give him a solid 7 today. Solid 7. Made some really last-ditch tackles to,
Stops us losing the game.
Exactly, man.
Zaha clean through.
Exactly, he stopped Zaha right in his tracks, man, from the training ground. So
he must be so annoying, Wan-Bissaka, innit, to play again. Like, you just can't get past him. You just can't.
That part of his game is amazing.
And in such a bad result, not terrible, disappointing result. I think when we was in control of the game and looking okay, even though we wasn't excelling offensively, he was definitely a shining light. So I agree with 7. What are you going to go with now with the centre-back? So let's go with, who played next to him? Raphael Varane.
The Rolls Royce.
Yes.
Oh. I'm going to go with a 6. He put a couple of tackles in, won his headers. For me, a solid 6. He done well. He held the back line.
Yeah, I think he was solid. I mean,
7.
You want to go 7?
Yeah, a little bit higher. I think the whole back line maybe gets a 7s because they would maybe the best part of the team overall, the back line.
That's true, actually, yeah.
So, maybe a 7. Maybe.
Well, in a weird way, you've kind of done it all. So we've got a 7 there, a 6. I do like what you're saying about the 7 because I think those guys didn't do anything wrong. They really didn't. Martinez, would you say the same?
Yeah, 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
7. Luke Shaw. He was really good as well. Luke Shaw was good. And this is probably where we're going to start getting the more average performances now. We'll start with you. Midfield. So let's go to Casemiro.
So was good. A lot of reckless tackles though at the time. You had to be wary of what he was doing. But he sweeped up brilliantly, It's hard. It's between a 6 and a 7, but that yellow card just doesn't need to give that. And the passing sometimes was wayward. The radar was off, like he was mentioning at times. So 6.
I agree with a 6.
What 7.
You think 7?
I'm going to say 7. He's our best player. Him and De Gea was our best player. Like, again, the yellow card is obviously a bit of a downfall, but he held his line, man. He done well. He held the midfield. I'll go for a 7.
I'll say 6 for Casemiro today. Did some good things, but
Yeah, you outvoted already. You're done.
Yeah, he did some good things today, but just got a little bit sloppy in there, and that yellow card is it's a huge blow to Manchester.
Agreed. I just think our midfield, considering it wasn't a game where we won back possession quite well in there. They did well, but Palace were extremely poor in that area, so that was easy for us. Because I'm holding us to high standards. Yeah. That was an easy game for Casemiro. That was an easy game for Eriksen. It was an easy game for Bruno. The problem was that they played with no intensity, and because the game was too easy, they couldn't raise their level and we didn't create chances. So for me, the midfield played average. Do you know what I mean? That's why I'd go over 6 as well. Eriksen gets an assist, to be fair to him. Could we have built on that other times, releasing the ball? Maybe not quite so good. He did impact the game though. What are you going to give him?
Give him a 6.
Yeah.
A 6, yeah. He popped up with the assist today. For me, just not aggressive enough, but I know that's not really his game. Into this next game, he needs to do a bit more, but I'll give him a 6.
Agree with the 6.
Yeah.
Done his job, done well. I'll go with the 6 as well.
Yeah. You agree with that?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, Bruno.
Even Bruno, I want to give a 6, and he scored a goal, contributed well. Had to adapt to being out wide, but gave away the ball in key moments,
I think the only way that Bruno can get higher and players like Eriksen is if we nick that 1-0.
Yeah.
Then you can say, well, you know what, that was the contributing factor.
Yeah.
Eriksen to Bruno, and we won the game, so okay, you could give him a 7. But I agree with what you're saying, because the game was so flat for large points, and that's our creativity right there. Yeah. Bruno and Eriksen are it.
Yeah.
And we didn't create any chances today.
Facts. So standard 6 again, could have really upped the tempo, but just the final third was really poor, man. They didn't. There was no cutting edge. 6.
There wasn't. Yeah, you agree with 6 there? Yeah. Let's go into the front line. Marcus Rashford. I know, right?
Probably gonna.
Exactly.
I don't know if I'm gonna be too harsh here, but I'll probably go with a 6. I'm gonna say 6.
I think you're being too generous. Yeah,
for me.
I'd say 5.
I'd say 6 again. His first half performance was solid, but it's after the 80th minute where I kind of saw Rashford like kind of fell off a little bit. Like he was just losing possession. He wasn't kind of chasing it down.
I think he was consistently average the whole game, bro. Yeah.
Whole game for me.
You're saying 6 though.
We're gonna get overruled again, aren't we? I
think so.
Go on, lads. Tell me what's next.
Well, he's saying 6. I mean,
I say 5 flex, man. You know, Rashford, as I said, he's been on a hot streak, but this game for me kind of reverted back to type. You know, we saw some of the
it's the
old
first
things.
bad game in a while. You know what I mean? It happens.
Yeah, it happens.
Can't
It
keep
happens.
scoring 8 and 8, 9 and 9, 10 and 10. It's happened, but we can only. It's off that 90
Yeah,
minutes.
he took this game off today. You know, we saw some of the old habits creeping in, so 5 for me.
Yeah,
That's
agree
what
with
I
that.
said actually, DJ. You know,
Yeah.
he took the game off. You know, wasn't pressing, running back a lot of the time. A few times, I would even go as low as a 4. I would even go as low as a 4. You know,
Well, you are holding him to high standards of where we've
there was
seen him.
There was times where he could have shot straight away. He doesn't do it. Takes long on the ball. You know, this decision making was really, really off today. So
Yeah.
4.
Okay, Marcel going in. You say nah, 4, mate. Staying over this side, Anthony.
Oh, that's got to be 3 or 4. Yeah. Really, really bad, guys. Really, really bad. Just the decision making from him is even worse. When you really want him to have cutting edge or end product, he doesn't have much end product, you know, and he can't beat players. At least Rash in the second half gets the rocket, straight away takes on his man and beats him, you know. But I didn't see Anthony beat him, beat his man, arguing with Bruno, arguing with players on the team. 3.
Can you argue with that?
For me, lost his head today. You could tell he just seemed a bit off today. Wasn't being effective. Wasn't being cutting edge. You know, if we did have someone like Sancho waiting in the wings, he'd be in that position at least.
Absolutely.
But yeah, 3 for me for Anthony.
I agree with the 3.
Yeah.
I'll give it a
Okay.
3. The
Yeah,
fullbacks for them, he couldn't just get past them.
No.
Couldn't get past them. 3.
Mitchell's physical as well, Tariq Mitchell, and he had an easy game. You know, he didn't have the best game offensively, but in terms of taking care of Anthony, it was easy for him.
Yeah.
And Wout Weghorst, the debutant.
He gets a 4 for me. You know, still probably getting used to the players. Can't really judge him too much. I was kind of looking at his hold-up play today. It's all right. Room for improvement. So I'll give him a 4. But not really expecting anything straight away from him. Not really.
I'd say 5.
Flat
I'd say,
5.
yeah, I'd say 5. Like you could see like his pressing ability. You could just see it was there. It's just like there was no chances that were created for him, so we couldn't really see much from him in that sort of aspect. But I'd say 5. I'd say 5.
Yeah, I'm going to go flat 5 as
Yeah.
well. He's not as good and prolific in terms of deep lying forward play like Martial. He needs to maybe come off the forward line a little bit more, but he has clever little touches, you know, does link up the play. I want to see his heading ability, but, you know, for all his height and prowess, you know, like DJ's saying, doesn't bring it down a lot, wasn't bullying defenders. So flat 5, really.
On to the substitutes. Not much. Yeah.
I'm gonna give it
Yeah. Get in. McTominay
Wow, 3, just
Yeah.
shadows, chasing shadows.
nearly won a penalty.
I think it's a penalty.
Yeah, it looked
I
like
think
it
it's a
was,
penalty.
but
It's a penalty. It is a penalty.
they obviously didn't come to the conclusion that it was. Yeah. Fred.
We're reaching.
0.
Fred.
0. That just says it all. 0. Just nothing. Came on, nothing.
Give
0
him
for me.
2.
Yeah, nothing really
nothing
there.
really.
Garnacho tried. Again, the whole team wasn't attacking. They didn't start raising the tempo until we conceded in the 90th minute. And that is really what annoyed me about tonight. You know? And that, I think, concludes everything.
Yeah, maybe a
Yeah.
10 rating.
Ten Hag rating? I mean, that's the team we want to see. That was a strong team. What can you say?
Yeah,
They didn't perform?
protect Casemiro. Yeah, they didn't perform. Protect maybe Casemiro.
Yeah, maybe take him off early.
But yeah, 7 or an 8. Maybe tactical decisions. Bring on more players. Maybe take more risks. But he played the right team, man. So yeah, 7 or.
I'll give the boss a 6 today.
Yeah.
Just because I think Casemiro was a big gamble.
Yeah.
And it looked like it was going to pay off until it didn't. Do you know what I mean? And I think maybe we could have handled that a little bit better. But I wanted to see him a bit more vocal, because when United kind of slacked off the intensity, I think he should have been trying to put a rocket up them boys' arse tonight and get them playing again. And I didn't really see that from the boss. But, you know, we moved. So 6 for me.
6.
Yeah.
Go with a 6. Solid 6. Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you have it. They are your player ratings and the manager ratings today after a disappointing night here down at Selhurst Park. Roll on Arsenal, man. Going to be a really, really tough ask. This is a wake-up call, though. We shouldn't just lose faith in the boys because of one blip. We've bounced back from a lot of blips, worse blips than this. and we've got it all to do at the Emirates. All to do at the Emirates. Take care. Peace.